Hey, it's Tim again, and welcome back to another video. Today's topic is something really interesting, so listen to the very end because I don't want you to miss any of this. My name's Tim, and I improve your life. Topic is the heroic gesture, and it's something that I learned about in art school. I got a degree in interdisciplinary studio arts from VCU. That is my master's. I minored in African American studies, and my undergraduate was a double major in crafts, material studies. I focused on glass blowing because I wanted to be the only black glass blower in America. And I also majored in art education because my mom was like, you gotta get an education degree if you're going to be an art major. So I said, all right, but I double majored. So in art school, I learned about the heroic gesture, and I don't know everything about this term. There's a lot more out there on it. So if you hear about anything that I'm talking about, I'm really giving you a survey of most of the topics that I talk about. There's a lot more information for you to dig into in the world. So I'm very much a Renaissance man, jack of all trades, master of none, but that is what makes me unique. So it's from the abstract expressionist movement. I think that's where it began. And basically, what you got is you got these guys out there, and women too. One of them, for example, is Jackson Pollock. So Jackson Pollock is the guy who did all those drip paintings and those drizzle paintings. So this guy had a process where what he would do is he would say Friday afternoon, lock himself in his like barn studio, and he would start painting. And he would paint all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday till it's dark outside Sunday, and then he would stop painting. He would not really do anything other than that. He might be drinking some water. He might stop to eat, stop to go to the bathroom. Otherwise, he's just sipping on beer, water. Maybe he's got a giant crock pot of chili, maybe some gumbo, maybe some jambalaya. I love it. And then he's getting after it. So that is a heroic gesture. He's not just painting for 8 hours, he's painting for hours and hours. He's not sleeping now. He's just working. And he's going all the way out on the limb. That is his process. Occasionally, we need to make heroic gestures in our pursuit of excellence. Now, I am all about the regular, consistent routine that someone has when they say, I think there's this saying this one writer has. He says, I write whenever the mood strikes me, which is every day at 6 a.m. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. I support that. I stand by that. You got to figure out what time works best for your lifestyle. But showing up every single day and getting to work as an artist or an athlete or entrepreneur, they're all similar. And I believe that every artist should be doing that. And from time to time, also making these heroic gestures where you hear about a band renting out some cottage in the country and then for nothing but 3 weeks they're just making music the whole entire time. They record everything, they write everything, they record everything, they mix everything, boom, and then they make an album and they spend all that time. That's all they do. There's something great to be said about that. So I think that both approaches are very valuable. I think that they need to be mixed in. When it comes to writing jokes, you've got to write a ton of jokes so that you have a few good jokes. Same thing with writing. I write, 750 words. I might have a few good tweets and a couple good points and an idea here and there about what I'm going to do a video log about, and that's it. And it's 750 words. But conceptually, it's a little underwhelming. That's part of the process. There's process-oriented people and there's product-oriented people. There's people that are focused on the process of the activity, and there's people that are focused on the product of the activity, the outcome. If you are only focused on the outcome, you will be disappointed because you're not always going to reach your objective goal, your ideal. But if you focus on the process and then you have an understanding of where you are, you can go into it knowing what you've already achieved and having solid expectations, and then reaching those expectations and maybe even surprising yourself. That is a really, really important thing. So you need to make sure that you are objective about your things and your process, and taking into consideration making heroic leaps. From time to time, cardio athletes do these long solo runs. I go on Sundays. On Sunday, I'll do my long run. And for me, a long run now, it's maybe 6, 7, 8 miles. It used to be 10 miles, 11 miles, 13 miles. Now, 6, 7, 8 maybe. Maybe I'll get it back up to a higher number, but that's my long run. Otherwise, I'm doing 3s, 4s, some sprinting, and then I'm just working on the heavy bag, kicking it, punching it, pretending I'm Bruce Lee. So when I do that long run, it's like a mini marathon for me. And that gives me this feeling of satisfaction and accomplishment, and I also get the physical benefits of it. When you have a situation where you are a athlete and you get a really good workout in, you get that benefit. Spam. You get the benefit of the workout. You get the mental benefit of working on becoming grittier and developing that grit. If you don't put yourself into these situations where you're challenged periodically, you will not get grit in the same way that you will if you just always go in there and grease the groove. So there's two different things. There's grease in the groove, and then there's going in, and there's kind of like, I would say, hulking out, broing out, smash mode, whatever, just getting after it. So greasing the groove, you're going to go in there, you're going to have a nice warm up, you're going to be nice and loose, get your stretch on, your body's loose, limber, ready to go, and then you go through your techniques and you give it like 75, 80%, and you do everything, and after that, then you cool down, you stretch, and you hit everything, and you did everything correctly. And then you're done, and that's the whole workout. And it's nothing too intense. You're going to be tired, and you might even be like a little sore, but not very sore. And then there's other times you go in there and you get after it, and you go crazy, and you're like, maxing out. Maxing out is like the heroic gesture. That's what that is. And every once in a while, you need to max out. Not all the time, but every once in a while, you need to make a heroic gesture. All right, that's the video log for today. Thank you very much. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and tell your friends. My name's Tim. Thanks for supporting a brother. Peace.